Hey, it's MK, and I am here with Woodgrain and Winter layout for you guys today. And I'm also using day 11's little gifties from the SAR calendar, which are these little tabs made out of acrylic and this cute little wax seal. I'm also using the woodland bits from the Simple Vintage Woodland Winter Woods by Simple Stories. I have one singular photo for today, and I'm going to mount it on this scrap of white cardstock. It's White Daisy from Close to My Heart. And then from Close to My Heart as well, I have this gorgeous snowflake paper. I didn't bring it up because it is obsolete. It is from, I want to say, like 2012, you guys. It's old. And then I have from Minte this gorgeous wood grain, and then from Simple Stories Winter Woods, I also have this sticker sheet. So I am going to start by cutting the branding strip off of my wood grain because it is going to be my background for this year, or for this layout, not this year. I'm going to use one background for the whole year. That would be amazing. And then I'm going to go ahead and mount my photo. Well, actually, I'm going to cut the photo mount out. I don't know why I don't mount it right away. I just cut it out and then set it off to the side. So this is a picture of super early in the morning when it is really foggy. And I don't like driving in it, but I love seeing this. I love it. So it is so foggy that I can't even tell that the high school is over on my right. I love it because I can't even tell I'm coming up on a stop sign. I know that it is dangerous to drive like this, but it is so beautiful. It is so pretty driving into the fog. It just is one of my favorite things, you guys, even though it is super dangerous. So I'm going to take my Creative Memories cutting circles, cutting frames, and use all the circles and cut out all of the snowflakes that are on this design. Now, I'm not worried about the snowflakes creating a border. I'm just concentrating more on the central snowflakes that just seemed a little bit more random. I liked the fact that they were all different colors, all different, well, mostly colors, because the shapes were pretty much all the same. But all the ones that create the frame around the page really do have that exact same color, like that same brownness, where all the others were, some were white, some were blue, some were purple, they were just all different colors and muted, so they weren't in your face. So I used my circle cutter system by Creative Memories, and then I pulled out a couple punches for the smaller ones where I just couldn't get the Creative Memories circles to do what I was looking for them to do. So, I am so sorry. I have just been yawning like crazy lately, you guys. I'm going to take my edge distresser and distress the edges. Now, the whole point of distressing the edges was because I wanted that lighter blue to kind of curl up and be seen on the layout, but not be prominent. So I was attempting to basically make a mat with the backside of this paper. It didn't work, but that was my idea. That's the reason why I started all of this. And once you do one, you can't not do all of them, because then it just looks weird. So I'm going to go ahead and film this, because if I didn't share this with you guys, it would have only been like a 6-minute video. And I wouldn't have a lot of time to squirrel and say a bunch of random stuff. And then it just wouldn't be one of my voiceovers, right? So, anywho, just going to go ahead and I take my distress tool, I distress the edges, and then to keep it in its circle shape, because clearly I can't distress in a circle, I just put it flat on there and then kind of bend up everything with my fingers, just trying to get that shape to come back, the whole circle shape. So that's all that I am attempting to do, and then I'm going to glue my photo mat together and do the same thing, distress the edges with that as well. So that way, or maybe I'm going to put them on my layout first. Nope, I lied. See, I knew I remembered something about what I do in this layout. I'm also not going to be using all of my tabs on one layout. I really wanted to just use a few of them. So I'm only going to use the round ones that look like my circles. I feel like that matches with the layout a lot better than than harsh lines. But when I get to the sticker sheet, that kind of throws everything out because I don't have a whole lot to choose from. I just wanted to keep this a very minimal layout, and just play with snowflakes non-traditionally and make a layout, you guys. That's pretty much all I wanted to do. So I'm going through all those snowflakes that I had left over in this pack, and I don't want to use all of them. I don't want to over snowflake it. So I just picked out 5 that where I felt like they were good to go, like, you know, happy little snowflakes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my paper snowflakes back down on a layout, and I'm going to line them up, but I'm flipping them around to make sure that all my words are going in the correct direction. I don't want words going at an angle or upside down or anything like that. I really do want them to read across. I didn't actually read the words. I don't know if you even can, but I didn't want them to be angled at all. I just wanted them to go straight across my page. And follow the lines of the wood grain. Then I'm going to take my fingernails and scuff up the edges of all of the snowflakes. Again, if I cut this part out, you guys probably would only have a 4-minute video. This layout was super, super quick and easy. It came together beautifully when I pulled out the papers. Like I said, I had no idea what I was going to do until I started sharing with you guys. Now, I've been enjoying telling you guys when the idea hits me. It's been very fun explaining that to you guys, and I just started it, I want to say, at the beginning of this month, probably because I'm so far behind in everything that I've only been doing a layout a day. Now, I normally don't do a layout a day. And when I mean layout a day, I'm creating this today for you guys to see today. And that's usually not me. Usually I am at least 2 weeks ahead, minimum of, or maximum of 2 weeks ahead. I have not been able to get past those 2 weeks. But that is my comfort zone. That's where I like to be. And I have just been so far behind lately. And so one of my favorite things to do is tell you guys where the inspiration for these layouts come in. And for this particular one, inspiration hit when I was showing my papers to you guys. Like I like to share with you guys all the products that this is all the products that I picked out. And then you guys get to see how I use them on the layout, or what I pick from them to use on the layout. And when I got to the snowflake paper, I thought, you know what, it would be really pretty to have snowflakes just kind of falling down my page, or across my page, or on my page, or just somewhere, right? And then I could use my circle cutter, because that's a tool that I feel like once it goes in a drawer, unless I constantly remind myself that you have that, I forget to use it. So that makes me always happy when I pull out a tool and use a really good tool to make a layout go by faster. So it all just came together really, really nicely, I think. I'm not going to worry about any foam dots except for anything that goes above the photo, so that those will be all on foam. Everything else is just laying flat on the layout. That circle there, you can't hardly see the snowflake, but it is a very light blue snowflake. I think you'll see it in the close-ups, but it is very light blue. I think the 2 tabs that I picked out, one says detour and the other one says outing. I just love that. And then I'm going to go, of course, for all of the cold. Anything that lets me know that it's cold outside. Not snowing, not anything like that. But this little tab here says Brrr. And then I've got one that says Brrr, it's cold. And then I found these little round snowflakes. I wish that the cutter, the machine that actually cuts these out, would have went a little bit farther out, because it cut the tips of the snowflakes off. So when I laid them down on the layout, they really didn't look like snowflakes, but I kept going with it. There were 3 dark brown ones. I almost threw the light brown one on, but there's only one of those. So that's going to be really random of where I use that, because there's only one. And that's just really weird to me. I found a little tag or ticket that says snow, so I'm going to add that as well. And then this one here says, hello, snow. Even though I am talking about fog, it is snowing as well. You guys, I love the fog. I know I've already said it. I know I have, but it is just so pretty. My husband was driving into the fog this morning, and he's like, yeah, I like it too, unless you're driving in it, because then you can't see it, right? You have to slow down. You can't drive fast because you really can't see in front of you. But I think that's why I like it, is because then it makes everybody slow down, right? It just makes everybody pause for a hot minute and don't just rush by, even though you can't see anything. You know, all the street lights are beautiful in the fog. They've got that shimmer around them because they're reflecting off the moisture in the air. All the stores just look different. I mean, everything just looks different in the fog. And you know, you don't see that unless you're forced to slow down. So the last thing that I am going to do is take my little splatter and just splatter it along. This is a Altenew, I think, in sea glass. And once it dries, it's actually a very pretty blue. I was looking for a little lighter blue. I was actually going to go for my my Heidi Swap splatter, but it was too far out of reach. Because my room's a mess right now. So I went with the closest thing to me, which was the sea glass from Altenew, and I think it matches pretty well to my picture. I just wanted a little light blue, you guys. I did not want to matchy too much with my picture, but I did want to add a little something because my picture really stands off the layout with it being all brown. All right, you guys, so that is my layout for today. I thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really truly appreciate it when you guys stop by and see what I am up to. Please don't forget to check out the playlist down below for anybody else that is joining us for Woodgrain and Winter. And when I say us, I mean Janet Fritz, who is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube. She is my partner in crime with Woodgrain and Winter. And I believe she is also using her gifties from the Advent calendar for today. All right, you guys, again, thank you so much, and I'll check you later. Bye.